Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Christian Sands, and welcome to another episode of Welcome to the Sands Box Live. We are here at the Monterey Jazz Festival. This is my last day here, and I'm so excited because I've been here for a couple days and seeing all these acts and seeing all these musicians and dealing with the Next Gen Orchestra. I mean, everybody's so incredible. It's such a great time to be here, and especially today because I have a special guest. She is one of my favorite voices in the world. I love how she sounds. I love everything she stands for. Please welcome the one and only Kandace Springs.
Thank you.
What's
How you
up?
doing? What's
Good.
going on?
Yeah, man. So I'm so glad because this is like the first time we get to hang out, and we haven't before, and so I'm really happy that you're on the show.
Thank you for having me. This is
man.
cool. Very cool.
So let's get into it, right? So
right.
Nashville, right? I mean, we got to start there because
Yeehaw!
you're born and raised Nashville. I mean, Nashville is Music City.
That's right. Yeah.
So how was it growing up with all of this just around you? I mean, you grew up listening to the radio, you know, was there a particular radio station you checked out when you were younger?
A little bit. My mom would play, you know, kind of the pop, rock, Americana, mixed to like from Bonnie Raitt to, you know, all over the place. But then my dad, he'd be playing Nina Simone and, you know, Luther Vandross and, you know, the Temptations and the list goes on, Aretha. So a little mix of everything.
Yeah. I mean, it's so funny because hearing some of your interviews and just hearing you talk, you know, it reminds me of my upbringing where my mom loved classical music. Woo, and she loved Chopin, and she loved country western music, so Charlie Pride, you know, all that. And my father was like Motown. He was smooth jazz, he was jazz. I mean, my first Miles record was from him, Thelonious Monk, you know, and so it was this beautiful, plane. So it's really fun to hear you and hear the influence of what you grew up with. And I know that your parents were such an instrumental part of how you sound and the things that you heard as a child, right?
Yeah, sure. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So.
And talk a little bit about your pops. Now, I know Scat, that's
Scat Springs.
Scat Springs now, so he's been on so many records, and so I know that influenced you as well, right?
Yeah, my dad's so funny, too. He's a comedian on the side.
Yeah,
whenever he sees someone as talented as y'all or somebody, he'd be like, that ain't normal.
I like it.
Then he'd throw his shoe at the TV or something.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
He's that guy. But anyway. Yeah, man. He's an amazing singer. He can sing anything. He can sound like James Brown. He can sound like Marvin Gaye. Whatever he wants to. And then he'll sing back up for Wynonna Judd to Shaka Khan.
Right.
Anyway, I'll brag on my pops a little bit. But yeah.
So now, growing up, right? So your dad was very instrumental in your gift, your craft, and your mom, was she somebody who just took you around the lessons and all that kind of stuff?
She did, yeah. Mom would tote us around to piano lessons. My sister plays bass, so she'd take her to there. Yeah. And but I took lessons with the Wooten brothers. Yeah. My dad arranged that, so my mom would be the one taking us to see Mr. Reggie Wooten every morning, or you know, every week or so. Yeah. And so that was cool. Yeah.
So it was definitely a family affair. Like it's definitely like everywhere you went, your mom, pops, right? Absolutely. And your sisters,
Yes, my sisters are very talented.
Now, are you guys all super tight like that still? Like, are they a part of your business? Are they a part of, you know, your career path and all that now?
Somewhat, yeah. They kind of taken their own paths. We've all kind of gone our own thing. But when we meet together, you know, sometimes we'll talk music and stuff, hang out, sing, and we all have appreciation for what we do.
Dig that. So now let's talk about the record, right?
All right.
Yeah, the Women Who Raised Me, 2020, right? You got Scott Cooley, you got Clarence Penn, who is here. He says hello. He's playing with me today.
Oh, is he here?
Yes.
Oh, boy,
yes. So Clarence, you got Steve on there, Larry Klein. You know, so you have people playing. So you have all these people that have, was it on purpose that you had all these musicians and these great minds that have worked with so many great singers to be on this record? Because literally everyone has been like instrumental in a lot of great recordings of vocalists. You know,
man, I couldn't have asked for anything better than that, honestly. It's such a great, like, oh man, how it all came together. A lot of it wasn't planned, it just kind of happened and fell into place. Like, for example, like reaching out to like Nora, I ran into her last minute, like right before we started recording in the bathroom in Nashville at the airport.
Oh, that's hilarious.
She was coming back playing with Willie Nelson, and I was coming back playing from the Winter Jazz Fest in New York. Yeah. And we ran into each other. I was going to the bathroom, she was leaving. So
oh, man.
Like, Nora?
That's great.
Yeah, and so we hit each other up, and she was like, I'll come sing on your
Those
record.
bathroom meetings are always so fun.
They're the best.
Like, the first time I met Herbie Hancock was in the bathroom.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? You know, I was like, oh, it's hurting. He's like, hey, you know,
man.
washing his hands. I'm like,
I bet when he flushes the toilet,
right.
You're like, oh,
my man. Right, it sounds harmony.
It's in tune.
So you have everybody on this record. You got Christian McBride, you have David Sanborn, Nora, of course, Abishai Cohen, Chris Potter. I mean, Atlanta Pender Hughes. You know, so again, these people that have played and made music with all of these vocalists. You know, so talk to me about the whole influence on this record.
It all bases from the women I grew up listening to.
Yeah.
So don't get me wrong, there's a bunch of guys I listen to too.
Absolutely.
But just to do a tribute for all the ladies, like Ella Fitzgerald for one, Nora Jones, like I mentioned, and then Nina Simone is one of my biggest influences.
Right.
But also one of my top is Sade.
Of course,
I know she's one of your favorites.
Of course, yeah, we just talked about that. Absolutely, you know.
Yes, Sade, she's fire. So. Yeah, that's just an example for some. So I picked a song for each of them that I listened to and kind of gave it to them. Like, okay, we're doing this song. For example, like me and Nora Jones did Angel Eyes for Ella Fitzgerald. She's the queen, you know.
Right.
At least.
And you both are playing piano and are you on Wurlitzer?
I'm on the Wurlitzer.
Yeah, she's on the piano, right?
That's right, yep.
Yeah.
And it was just a surreal moment. She was 7 feet away from me. And she's playing this fantastic Steinway. It's just, it's one of the best things that happened in my life.
So how was it recording with these people? Because I know that you're such a fan of Nora Jones, and you're a fan. I mean, of course, we're all fans of Christian McBride, David Sanborn, you know, Clarence, you know,
Christian McBride.
Everybody. So what was it like to first call these cats and be like, hey, are you guys available for the record? And then them saying, yeah, and then okay.
Oh
then
man,
you go
I
from
went
there.
crazy. When she sent it back, I was actually playing at the Dakota Club in Minneapolis. I sent the text right before we went on stage. And then we're getting off the stage, I opened my phone, I was like, please. And she says, yes, I would love to.
Right.
And I was shouting.
Right. That's right.
The church show.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Oh man, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. So what was it like playing with her? I mean, you know, because you're right across. I mean, you performed with her before, right?
We not like officially performed with her, but I knew her.
Yeah.
So I hung out with her a couple times, but never actually made music. And so that was just, it's the best thing. I remember meeting her at her apartment before.
Yeah.
I was playing her little upright in her apartment in Brooklyn, and we were playing like Lush Live, and we were playing Nearest of You. Like, sure, you know her that she did so great, and some of her stuff. And
absolutely.
Just back and forth, and then we always settled on Angel Eyes.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, I love that song. Let's do that one. So.
And the way you guys, the voices, how you guys mix is so beautiful. Now, was that just organic? Were you like, hey, let's do this together?
Organic.
Let's, you know.
Yep.
Man.
Yeah.
That sounds so beautiful.
Yeah, I was like,
and piano too, like the fact that you guys are both playing at the same time, which is already hard enough to just do 2 chordal instruments. But the fact that you guys did it so seamlessly, I feel like it was really just magic in that room.
Thank you. Man. Yeah, that was cool. It was all organic. She kind of led the way. I was like, oh, I'm gonna follow you. You're the queen. All right.
Yeah.
And I just sprinkled a couple things in there, but she, man, it gives me chills every time I listen to it.
So let's talk about piano influence. I know that you play classical piano, you're jazz pianist, of course. You know, so when did you start playing exactly?
I started playing when I was about 10 years old or so. Yeah, let's tell a story. I'll tell it as quick as I can. My dad had some friends. They fell upon hard times, and they lived in a little apartment, but they had this upright piano in there. Yeah. And at the point, they were being evicted basically. So they had the piano. It was sentimental to her, and she wanted to keep it. Otherwise, they're going to throw it out. So my dad was like reluctantly, kindly took the piano in. He's like, I did not want to take in that piano. That thing was so big. When we put it in the truck did a wheelie the whole way to the house, like this.
First of all, your impression of your father is hilarious.
That's how he taught you.
Yes.
Baby girl. So that's how, anyway.
That's right.
Yeah, so I saw the piano when it got to the house, and I was like, what is this? So I was just picking on it. It had broken keys and everything was out of tune. But I was fascinated with it, and ever since then,
Beautiful. So did you start off on classical piano? Did you start teaching yourself, or, you know?
Actually, a little of both. I did. I played both, actually, starting out. Actually, one of the first songs I tried to pick out was the beginning of Moonlight Sonata. And my dad showed me a ghetto version of it. I would say that. So it was in the wrong key. I don't know how he picked that key. Anyway.
Man.
However, I do play on with the Nina Simone in a different key, so I can't do anything. So.
No, which when I heard it, I was like, oh, this is a different key. I love that key.
If I sing the original, I'll be like, I can't stand it.
Right. No, but I like the key.
I can't stand it.
I like the key that you chose. It's beautiful, man.
Thank you.
I love it.
For those of you that have heard it.
Please check it out. I mean, it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. So classical jet, do you have a particular influences in jazz piano that you pull from?
Oscar Peterson is one of my favorites.
Hell yeah.
And I remember Reggie Wooten, who was my first piano teacher, was like, listen to some Art Tatum and Oscar Peterson, baby. And then eventually Bill Evans as well, and it's kind of picking on that. And then a friend of us gifted us his piano because, you know, we weren't rich. And we had this beautiful upright piano that they bought for me later after we had to give the other upright piano back to that family when they got back on their feet, which is great. It had preloaded songs like Chopin and Debussy. I think it had Rachmaninoff and all that. And so that's why I learned about them, and I was listening to it, and I found the sheet music at the library and learned how to play it. And so now I play them in the shows, all these songs. So,
do you have a particular composer you like? You like Rachmaninoff? Chopin.
Oh, Rachmaninoff, though. Woo! Liszt, I love him too.
Of course.
Mozart, Beethoven, Bach, you name it. It just, I don't know, just timeless music. So I try to mix it too, like I Put a Spell on You and Moonlight Sonata and combine it.
So that was my next question. So when you deciding to put things together, you know, are you deciding, well, I'm gonna do this with that, or is it just like you're playing like Rachmaninoff and you're like, you know what, I kind of hear something coming out of that.
That's it.
That's what it is.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
all the time. That's how I do it. I just did one recently, but I haven't recorded it yet. Of just Prelude in C by Bach. You guys probably know. But I put, you know, the I Remember You song. It's kind of like a bossa. I remember you, you're the one who said I love you too, I do, and you know. You know that song?
Yeah.
You know, I don't know how to
Right.
Yeah, it's different. You got to see it, but I'll play it for if I have to.
Oh, see, you just heard it, man.
Yeah.
Come on. So now, and you also fix pianos too, I heard.
I do, yes, I sure can.
So how did you learn that? First of all, what made you learn that, and how did you learn that?
We had a piano that was so out of tune, it made me so mad, and my parents would not get a tuner or fix it, and like one key broke, and I was like, I will not play this piano with a broken key. So I opened it up, and I started figuring it out. It's kind of self-explanatory as you look at it. But I was just real fascinated with that, how it works. And
I know you just use your hands for everything. You paint. We were talking about Bob Ross earlier. You paint.
I paint. I draw. And I also work on cars.
And you work on cars.
I do. Yes. I have too many cars.
How many cars do you have?
You don't want to know.
Is it less than 20 or more than 20?
A little less than 20.
15?
A little more.
18?
That's about. You're almost right.
Yeah.
Something like that. But
Are they all the same type of car?
Trailers and campers too. So you got up in the 20s.
No, are they the same type of car? Is it different?
Oh, it's different.
Ones,
I'm all over the map when it comes to cars. All over. It can be mostly I like American classic cars. So I've got some of those. And my favorite is I have a Dodge Viper SRT10.
Ooh, yeah.
3rd gen. It's not the most desired body, but that thing will throw you in a ditch.
Absolutely.
So you gotta be careful.
Absolutely.
The 8.3 liter SRT10, and then a C7 Corvette, and then I have some classics like a 69 Firebird and a 69 Cutlass Supreme, 70 Cutlass Supreme. And a 52 MGTD, just to be on a different part of the map, and a Land Cruiser, Toyota. Those are the classics too.
So I have a buddy of mine who's going to be watching this, and his name is Mike Catone. He's a trumpet player. He's a car nut. Right? And so I told him I was interviewing you, and he was like, bro. So we got a whole bunch of stuff planned after this. Before we get there, because we're going to do that in a second, let's talk about your connection with Prince. Because I know you talk about that a lot, but I would love, absolutely. I would love to talk to you about the Mr. Purple, the purple one.
Purple lights.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So what was the first time you met him?
It was really unexpected. I was actually, ironically, outside working on my Jeep. I think I was changing the radiator on it. And my phone started going off, and my friends and my managers were like, hey, Prince just tweeted you. Your video you just posted. It was, Stay With Me by Sam Smith. It was like big at that time. And he retweeted it as Third Eye Girl. And he said, this is all you need. And, reference to the lyrics, stay with me because you're all I need. And he was like, this is all you need. So he tweets it, and then I'm like,
now, did you think it was him?
No, of course not. I was like, no, but.
Because I would have been like, that's not Prince.
But we saw the followers and how it was. It just kind of flowed with possibility. So we kept then I got a message, and he was like, who are you? This and that. And then we've heard stories of how he'll approach artists and stuff, and it was starting to kind of be similar. And so and then he was like, do you want to come play at my band for the 30th Purple Rain anniversary?
Stop.
And then I was like, what? But then they wanted to schedule a phone call. And then, I was so nervous on that phone call. So I remember, I couldn't even talk.
Right. Hello. Hey.
And he was like, "Hi, Kandace." I'll never forget. I was like,
yeah.
"Hi."
Right.
And then he starts going, "I don't have to be." No, I'm just kidding.
Right.
But anyway.
Oh man.
But yeah, and then that's when he was just kind of talking about influences
Yeah.
and sending me artists to listen to,
Yeah.
like Hula and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah.
And then I remember getting there too to do the show.
Yeah.
He had New Power Generation Quartet.
Oh yeah.
Playing my song "Meet Me in the Sky" just while we're walking in, like a big intro. It was so good. Goose Shades playing on the bass, and I didn't see Prince, and I'm like, "Where's Prince?" Okay, we're in this beautiful place, Paisley, and this door opens. It didn't look like a door.
Yeah, of course.
Left. When you walk in, for those of you that go to the museum now, it's to your left. Opens up. It's kind of like an office area.
Yeah.
And there he is. He's like, "Hi, Kandace," and I just run up to him and give him like.
I feel like the way you describe it in my mind. Like you're like, "Where's Prince?" And all of a sudden this door opens and this smoke comes out, and it's like this,
almost like that.
Yeah, this like purple light is behind him, and he's just like, "I'm right here."
Yeah, and he would literally, and it would hang out at Paisley Park.
Yeah.
I'd just be chilling, and he would disappear, and I would be just sitting in the cafe room, and then suddenly he would come out another door. I'm like, what?
Just appearing.
Why?
You know?
How? That's Prince.
Oh man, that's so dope.
And he actually had doves.
Really?
Yep, and they would go in the background.
Wow.
I'm not even kidding you.
That's wild.
On the second floor. Yep.
Wow.
Cool.
That's cool. So I know you have a Prince story about a jacket, right? He gave you his jacket?
Yes, he did. Yes.
Can you talk about that?
Yes, and we had just got done playing checkers.
Yeah.
I remember that. But it was really funny before we did the show.
Yeah.
I guess I was wearing a slightly revealing shirt, and he was trying to make me, "You need to be more modest than that, Kandace." So I was like, okay. So that's why he gave me mine. I was like, "Great, I'm glad I dressed like that today, because I got a free jacket from Prince." So, but anyway, so he took me upstairs, and he showed me a little lineup of jackets, and then I picked this one. It had this frill on arms and stuff. And so one was shorter, so he could play a guitar, which is really cool. And the other one was longer on this side. And I was like, he said, "That looks really good on you." And so he said, "You could wear that." So I wore it. And then after the show, I said, "Here's your jacket back." And he said, "No, you can keep it."
Wow.
Woo! Wow. I was like, oh my gosh.
And of course, you still have that jacket, right?
I do.
You perform in that jacket at all?
It's kind of sacred.
So
I'm like, no, it's priceless. So
of course.
I'm not gonna mess with that. So.
Man, that's so awesome.
Oh yeah.
That's so awesome.
Thank you.
Of course, man.
I need to though.
So we're gonna play a little game
that
I thought would be really cool because you are such a car fanatic, right?
You say cars.
I say cars. So. So check it out. So instead of doing, I was trying to figure out like a nice little game to play with you, and I wanted to do a blindfold test. And I was like, well, instead of doing, singers, I mean, you can probably guess Ella Fitzgerald, Nina Simone, like all that kind of stuff. I mean,
Okay.
I was like, well, why don't we do a blindfold test with exhaust pipes?
Oh my God. Uh-oh. Okay.
Yeah. I feel like you'll be able to do it.
Okay.
And because
do you have, like the names? Are you talking about like Magnaflow, exhaust?
No, I'm talking about just really
Flowmasters or the brand of the car,
brand of the car,
make. Okay.
Brand of the car, and all that.
For those of you who didn't know, I used to be a valet parking attendant.
That too, and also you wanted to be an automotive designer, right?
I was going to be, yes. And I'm still entertaining the idea. I would not. Yeah.
Come on, let's do that.
Yep.
Kandace Springs.
We'll see.
350 or something like that.
Yes, I'll take it.
Right.
Come on.
So I'm gonna play these things and these examples, and I want to see what you can guess.
Okay.
You don't have to necessarily guess the year, but I'm sure you can probably figure that out.
American or
Japanese
leaning or something like
Absolutely.
that, or more European or.
All right, you ready?
Give me let's try it.
Let's try it. See what happens.
It's been a minute, but I can get pretty accurate often. Sounds like diesel. Let me listen to it. Actually, no, that's an American V8 of some type. I'll tell you. Yeah, definitely.
Good,
It might be it could be a 350 small block. It could be a 454 big block. It's hard to tell sometimes.
Yeah.
Is it gonna accelerate? Like, yeah. It might be cam too. There's an old school. They all sound similar because they use a lot of the same motors. Corvette?
Nope.
Mustang.
No.
Camaro. Is it a 350 small block though?
It's Dodge.
It's a Dodge, so it's a Mopar. Wow, Hemi, like a Hemisphere, old school. So, damn, that's badass.
Yeah.
That sounds good. But it is an American V8. At least they got that part right.
Yeah, yeah, you got that one.
You got that part, yeah.
All right, 1969
Yep.
Dodge Charger RT.
Ah, that's my car.
Yeah.
Yo, yes.
But you were in there.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
That's a badass car.
This is fun.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Next one. Ready?
Woo,
Let's see if you get this one here.
Okay. That sounds good.
Yeah, right?
I'm listening. You gonna accelerate? Woo! That's all.
Woo!
It almost had like a bike sound to it, but like not quite. That's another motor.
That's another one.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, what you got?
Can you play it one more time?
Oh,
Part
yeah,
of it,
got you.
Sometimes it's kind of hard to tell through the speakers versus actually hearing.
That right there.
It's definitely cammed. That would be. It almost has a Ford tone to it. Is it? Am I in a Ford? Is it Mustang by chance?
GT40.
Okay, GT40.
Mark I.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
that's it. So
yeah.
I'm in the right range. Yeah.
Okay.
That's it. All right.
Yeah.
Cool. It depends. It can all vary. You can make it sound so different with a different exhaust in it, and then it'll change the tone so much. So.
Absolutely.
But, yeah, I don't know.
Come on.
We'll see.
Yeah. I got a few
You're
more.
going more on a straight up American. I got to define each one. That's harder. So.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. Now this one, it took me a little minute to find this one just because there's copies. There's.
Yeah.
It's a little funny, but I try to find a good one for you.
Oh, mercy. That's definitely more in the Europe range. Double clutching. It's like an F1
this
or
one's
some
fun.
shit. It's like some F1. Could be. It's definitely European more than like it, but it could be an LFA by Lexus. I'm not sure.
Oh,
is it that?
LFA.
Okay, that is.
Come
okay,
on.
I got it. The 3 pipes in the center.
See,
1, 2,
that was
3.
one. That was.
I was like, it's either going to be an F1 of some sort,
That's
or
it. The V10.
the LFA.
Woo.
Yeah.
That's
you
it.
like talking
That's
about.
it.
That's it. Yeah, that's it.
That's the one.
LFA, bitch.
All right.
Sorry.
I got one.
Now you got to bleep that out.
We'll edit that out there. All right, and the last one, I'll give you this one.
Okay.
All right, ready? That's killing.
It's like music. That sounds like a 350. That's no doubt a GM. More than likely. Let me listen one more time.
Yep.
It sounds like a NASCAR kind of. Oh, that sounds. That's whatever that is. That's what I like to drive.
Yeah, you feel that, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds GM, but I could be wrong on that.
It is. I'll give you a hint.
One more time.
I got you.
It sounds like it's in the Corvette family, but not. It could be.
That whistle gives it away a little bit. I'll give you a little hint.
That's like the tires chirping.
Yeah.
Shifting to second gear.
I'll give you a hint. Nicolas Cage drove this.
Ooh. It sounds like a NASCAR of some sort, so like that.
Yeah.
I'm trying to say, I think I can listen to it. I know the sound because I have so
I do
many
one
of
more.
them too.
One more time.
One more time, yeah. I wish I could hear it longer.
That sounds so good.
Yeah, it's a manual shift car.
All right, you ready?
Where's that?
Shelby GT500,
Okay,
Eleanor.
I was about to say Ford again, but I was like,
yeah.
Shelby GT500.
Yeah.
Mustang. So,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is what's up.
Man.
Nice.
Well, thank you.
American, so.
That's right.
Except Lexus, so. All right,
Absolutely.
Cool.
Man, that was so much fun. I hope you had fun.
Oh, yeah, I love that.
Yeah, well, thank you so much for hanging with me today. It's so much fun to see you and so much fun to talk to you about music and cars.
Oh, yeah, I mean, I'll talk to you all day.
I had so much fun.
Thank you. Thank
Awesome.
you for having me. That was fun.
Yeah,
I've
man.
never done one like
Thank you to Kandace Springs for showing up and being a part of the Welcome to the Sandbox series. Thank you guys for watching and tuning in. Thank you to the Monterey Jazz Festival. Thank you to Tim Jackson. We've had so much fun, and we will see you another time. Thank you.